I'm so glad that you clicked on this video today. Welcome to Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. I think everybody can benefit from doing yoga every single day in some form or another. And today we are going to practice a chair sequence. So the first thing we really want to do when we start a yoga practice is just notice the breath. It is the best way to invite yourself into the present moment, to let go of what has been and what might be, but just to be right here, right now. So find a comfortable seat, a nice, safe, secure one where you can have your feet planted firmly on the floor, where your sit bones can be firmly planted on the chair. Just take a nice big breath to inhale, and then just exhale. Maybe draw the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe lengthen up through the top of the skull here. I heard someone liken it to pretending like you have little elf ears back here. So what if you had little elf ears? How would those draw up towards the sky? Helps keep the chin tucked, to keep the neck and the cervical spine protected here. And we're just going to pay attention to the breath and how it feels as it enters and exits the nose. Notice how the breath feels as it goes into the nostrils. Maybe a little gentle tickling as it leaves the nostrils. Maybe it's warmer than it was when it went in. Just notice. Let's take a moment here as we inhale. Let's visualize the belly as a kind of a water balloon. Some of you may have filled up water balloons where you hook it up to the faucet and it fills up, filling kind of in the bottom first and then expanding as it fills. So let's just focus on that for a few breaths. Inhaling, filling up that water balloon, filling it up with water down below as it expands into the belly. And then exhaling as the water's squeezed out. Inhaling, filling up that water balloon of the belly. And exhale, just letting it go. And one more time, let's fill up the water balloon of the belly. And then just exhale, emptying it out. Now let's think of the chest here as a helium balloon. So that kind of fills from the top down. So let's inhale into the chest, filling up that helium balloon. And exhale, letting all the helium out. Inhale, filling up the helium balloon top to bottom. And exhale, letting it all out. And one more time, let's inhale into the belly, or excuse me, into the chest, into that helium balloon. And exhale, letting it all out. And then let's focus on the side body here. Inhaling into the solar plexus, visualizing where the diaphragm is here. And as we inhale, you might even want to put your palms on either side of your ribs here. And as you inhale, really think about expanding through the ribs here. And then let it out, hugging those ribs in. Inhale into the side body. And exhale, letting it all out. Inhale into those ribs right here in the sides. And exhale, letting it all out. And now let's take a full few breaths, all three parts, filling up the entire cavity of this torso here. So we'll inhale, water balloon belly, helium balloon chest, side body ribs. And then exhale, letting it all out. Inhale, belly, chest, ribs. And exhale, letting it all out nice and slow. And last time, let's inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Inhale, side body. And exhale, just letting it out nice and slow. And as we continue this practice today, let's come back to that breath whenever you find your mind wandering onto other things. Just come back into this nice, full, rich breath. And let's go ahead and inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky, and bring those shoulders all the way up to the ears. Really crunch them up there. And as you exhale, let the shoulders come all the way away from the ears, plugging those arm bones down into the shoulder sockets. Let's rotate those pinkies inward. I'm a little wonky here. Rotate those pinkies inward so that they're facing one another, and you've got this nice wide opening here between the shoulder blades. Inhale, belly, chest, side body, and exhale, letting it all out, letting the palms float back to the earth. Let's go ahead and do a few little hip openers here. Let's draw the top of the outside of the left ankle to the top of the right thigh here. And we're sitting up nice and tall, again, pulling those elf ears up towards the sky so that the chin can be tucked. And let's inhale here. And as we exhale, let's just hinge forward a little bit at the hips. And it might not be very far, especially if you're really tight here in the left hip. Keeping the neck protected, keeping the neck long, keeping the chin tucked, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. We're just getting a nice little stretch over here in the left hip. So just notice what you feel over there. If it's painful, definitely come back up a little higher. If you feel like you can take a little more, maybe go ahead and hinge a little farther forward, still keeping that chin tucked. And if you like a little bit farther still, you can bring the torso down to the tops of the thighs and really get into that left hip here. Let's inhale one more time. Exhale here. Just relaxing into this stretch. And when you're ready, inhale to rise up. Keeping the leg where it is, let's inhale the arms back up into this victorious pose, this nice V pose here. Exhale to plug in those arm bones into the shoulders. Inhale one more time, and then let's twist over towards the left and bring the palm of the right hand to the top of the left knee. And you can bring the left arm either right down here to your side by the hip, or if you have it back to your chair, you might want to reach back. And we're going to just come into this nice gentle twist here. Inhaling to lengthen through the spine. Exhaling just to soften into the twist and relax here. Inhale again. Exhale to come back to center. And then let's counter twist, coming over to the right side, keeping the left leg where it is. You can bring the left palm to the bottom of the right foot or the outside of the right thigh. Bringing the left hand here to the back of the chair or to the seat, wherever it really feels good in your body. So play with that a little bit. Make any kind of adjustments you need to. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to soften. One last inhale here. And then let's exhale to come back to center. Let's go ahead and release that left leg and bring the right leg up. Outside of the right ankle is on top of the left knee. We'll inhale to lengthen and tuck the chin and draw those ears up towards the sky. And as you exhale, just hinge forward a little bit, noticing what you feel, where you feel it. You might notice sensation in places you wouldn't necessarily think you would. Or you might not notice sensation where you would think that you would. Let your body tell you what's going on in there. And either stay where you are or come back a little higher if your body's telling you that's what it needs. Or maybe you can hinge farther forward and really get into that right hip here. Breathing, maybe coming back to that 3-part breath into the belly, into the chest, and into the ribs. And then letting it all go nice and slow. And when you're ready, go ahead and inhale back to a tall seat. Exhale here, and then inhale back into those V arms, that nice victorious pose. I'm really leaning here today. Reaching up. We're gonna find some balance here one way or another. And then let's go ahead and inhale long and exhale into our twist, coming over towards the right, bringing the left palm to the right knee, bringing the right palm wherever it's comfortable for you. Inhaling nice and tall here. You can even play with that 3-part breath here, inhaling into the belly and into the chest and into the ribs. Really filling up here, and as you exhale, maybe twist a tiny bit more, or maybe soften the twist a little bit. And then we'll inhale here, exhale to unwind, stay for the inhale, and then we'll exhale to counter twist over to the left side. Bringing the right palm to the bottom of the left foot or the outside of the left thigh, or bottom of the right foot, excuse me. And then that left arm can be wherever it's comfortable for you here. So we're really getting a nice full body stretch just right here. Inhale once again. And when you're ready, exhale back to center. Let's go ahead and release both legs. Let's inhale the arms up towards the sky. And then let's exhale to draw the right arm in front across the chest, using the left hand to really stretch that right shoulder. Again, we're still keeping that chin tucked. We're still keeping the neck long. We're sitting up nice and tall. Maybe coming back to that 3-part breath here. And the next time you exhale, go ahead and release. And then let's bend that right arm, bringing the palm of the right hand behind the neck or the top of the back here. And using the left hand to just kind of gently encourage that right arm to stretch here. If you're crunching forward, back off a little bit so that you can keep the heart open. And when you're ready to come out, inhale the arms back up towards the sky, and then let's exhale and draw the left arm in front of the body. We're not wanting to twist here, but we're wanting to keep the torso nice and centered, really getting into the shoulder here. Breathing tall, breathing full. Exhale to release, and then we'll bend the left elbow, bringing the left palm behind the back or the neck here, and using the right hand to just encourage a little bit of a stretch in that tricep. If you're really coming up forward, you might want to think about hugging those ribs in to really engage the core and keep a strong, centered, balanced torso right here. Maybe even come back to that 3-part breath, filling up the belly and the chest and the ribs. And exhale just to release. And then let's just kind of shake everything off, just kind of brush it off. Whenever things happen in your day and you just want to get out of it, get away from it, just maybe take your right hand and brush down the left arm here. Maybe take the left one, even starting in the neck and the shoulder. And we'll just brush everything away down the chest, down the side body, out the top of the legs. Maybe come forward a little bit and just brush down the front of the calves, maybe the backs of the legs. And then let's roll back up and just inhale the arms up and overhead. Bring the palms together and down to the heart. Let's press these palms together even as we draw the elbows away and down. Finding space here in the shoulders and in the neck. Let's tuck that chin a little bit more and bend the forehead to the fingertips, getting a stretch in the back of the neck here. Maybe draw the right ear a little towards the right shoulder, and then back to center. And draw the left ear towards the left shoulder, and back to center. Let's return to that breath, breathing 3 times this full belly breath. Breathing into the belly and into the chest and into the side body. And then exhale as slowly as you can. Inhale, belly, chest, ribs. Exhale as slowly as you can. And then last time here, this nice full, rich breath. Belly, chest, ribs, filling up all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, all the way to the sides. And then just exhale, letting it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. All the love and light that is in me sees and honors the love and light that is in you. Namaste.